Touchdown. She hit the line on the far side, and the Rebels win.
Stop playing. Stop playing.
He connects. Rebels with their first lead of the night.
And the Andover Huskies are your section champion.
Hey, good evening to you, ladies and gentlemen, from the Anoka High School Fieldhouse, where tonight QCTV and QCTV.org are pleased to bring you some Northwest Suburban Conference volleyball action between the 1-8 Armstrong Falcons and the 5-12 Anoka Tornadoes. Hello, everybody. I'm Tim Anderson, along with Mr. Joe Ruland. And Joe, two teams that were once very proud, strong teams in this conference, both going through some tough times this year.
They are. An injury already and lost for the season will be B. Bruner. She is certainly one of their top players. Meanwhile, Robbinsdale Armstrong, a series of lineup changes just near game time as well. So that takes some of that being in sync component out of it, but they'll battle to get themselves rocking.
Take a look at the starters for the Tornadoes tonight. Samara Love, Sam Jensen, Allie Tunner, Abby Leaf, Izzy Sones, and Kenzie Taylor. And they'll also feature their libero this evening, which is Allie McNamara. We will see her shortly. There's Mike Hauser's team. Mason Ost, Annika Almstrom, Megan Daly, Kylie Ferguson, Alex Jurek, and Jade Peterson. I think we're ready to go. Student section is standing, which is making it very difficult for me, Joe, but we're going to make this thing work.
You got this, man. You got this.
Well, everybody decked out in the pink tonight. Good to see a nice crowd here for the home team as we get set to serve it up. First serve goes to Sam Jensen and the Anoka Tornadoes. We're underway here in set number one. Good serve, deep to the back line.
Good top spin, had them backpedaling and couldn't get in control or square up on it. So a good first point for the Anoka team on Parents' Night.
Had a big, nice celebration beforehand. Jensen's quick serve, not wasting much time, which we always appreciate here on QC. Good chance for point, but they're going to keep it alive, and now a look for the Tornadoes to score. Blocked at the net, kept alive by the Falcons, knocked right back down, and put away by Kenzie Taylor.
Good setup. They go to the 5-1. Using the one-setter and able to capitalize Taylor.
Another great serve. Bumped backwards. Falcons are going to have a tough time just hitting it over. Free ball for the Tornadoes. Sones puts it ahead, but that will be sent right back. Falcons now with a chance. And they're trying to break this. Oh, Tornadoes going to keep it alive and give a free ball to the Falcons. Chance for Armstrong at the net. And that's in. Nope, they're going to say out. I thought they were going to call in at first, but then out on the line judge. Good enough, 3-0 in favor of the Tornadoes as Jensen will stay on serve.
Well, that's a game of runs. As you'll see, each contest right now, they're on a good start.
Another good free ball chance for the Tornadoes early on. Net sent down. Izzy Sones.
That was nasty. That thing she elevated and brought some serious velo on that kill shot.
For a team that doesn't have a ton of height, they're going to look to Sones, and there's a good chance there as they finally break the serve to the Falcons, and they get on the board 4-1, and they will get their first service game of the night with Megan Daly.
Still trying to find who is one of their key servers this year, and that's been kind of the setback here for Robbinsdale Armstrong.
Serve to the back line, kept alive by the libero McNamara in front, just bump it over, and they're going to get it to work. Somehow, some way, they get it across for Kenzie Taylor, and it's 5-1 Anoka, and they quickly get the serve right back.
They do. Anoka's done a great job of jumping out early this year, at least on those first sets, and they're doing just that right now, 5-1.
Well, they've been pesky. They've been competitive in a lot of games. They just haven't been able to put a lot of games away. Here's Rachel Gapinski. Gapinski on serve, sends it over. Falcons send it deep. 6-1 Tornadoes. Great start for Anoka.
Anoka loss was their last outing to Rosemont, 2-0. That was a Blaine tourney that they played in.
Really struggled that tournament, winning one game, losing the other three. Chance in front, and they send it down. Nicely done. And the Falcons are able to kill a serve finally. Nope, they're going to. Oh, what did they call? Now they do call the Falcon. So that thing went a couple of different ways before finally they get the ruling. Kylie Ferguson at the net.
I thought maybe he was directing traffic there for a minute.
It did feel that way, didn't it? It felt a little out of sorts. So Falcons get the serve at 6-2 and into the net, and that's going to be the challenge, as you mentioned, Joe, the ability to just get the ball over the serve.
And get some runs going. Right now, so far Armstrong 1 point for every 4 points, or about 4 points to be scored here for Anoka, and that could lead to this 8-2 lead.
McNamara now will serve. Chance to kill it in front for the Falcons. Nope, kept alive, and a good chance for point for the Tornadoes on the outside. Nope, knocked back. Nice play that time from number 6, Mason Ost, and she's able to put it away.
That she is. She elevated enough there, and that brings some more height to the front.
Ferguson on serve for the Falcons. And you're right, they do check in with Jade Peterson. Long.
My goodness. That's tough. It's tough to really get that momentum going or even ignited.
Yeah, if you kill a serve, you gotta be able to get on a little run, and that hasn't been the case so far.
Absolutely, and now a chance here for the Tornadoes to extend their 8-3 lead.
Here's Kenzie Taylor to serve it across to the back line once again, handled by the Falcons. And that going to be kept alive and just have to bump this over. Kapinski will do that. Trying to set up in front, outside hit long. Well, they got what they wanted on the outside, it looked like, Joe, but nothing there to put that away.
Yeah, that technique on that kill shot. She just got under it. She couldn't get on top of it.
Up for grabs now to the near side, the chance. Anoka Armstrong. Tornado's going to try to use some touch, but that's deflected out of bounds.
I think that just rolled off of her fingers.
Yeah.
One of those unforced errors, but nonetheless, they got themselves another point and that 9-4 lead with the service coming here for Armstrong.
Now Mason Osti will serve from the back line. Jump serve into the net. And we're 0 for 4 on this, Joe. That is, it's not a good way to start on the service line.
You're not going to get anything started. This is exactly right. You get the point,
and if that's
nothing to follow up.
If Anoka, if all they have to do is just, trade a couple of service points every now and again and go on 1 or 2 sustained runs, they can get them at arm's length here. And that is going to go long, and a point for the Tornadoes. It's 11-4, and Tornadoes doing what they want early on.
Yeah, the service looks like they're going to go long with Anoka a couple of times, but Robbinsdale's back there and trying to dig some of those out.
Here's Allie Tanner. Jensen just bumps it over. Chance in front, sent down by Abby Leaf.
I've been watching Sam Johnson this whole game, or Jensen rather, and she hustles everything to get that set. In a 5-1, she's got to be the setter, and this time was almost a no luck over it.
Bump on the back line, going to be a tough one. The libero Fondau gets to it, and they will get the point as they are able to kill the serve off.
You could tell she wanted to get it to that front line and allow their number 17 kind of put it away for Armstrong. Some good athleticism.
Now, can Almstrom from the service line give this a try? So far, we do get one over. Into the speaker. Good job by Jensen staying with that. And no communication from the Falcons, and they quickly give it right back up.
That did not hit a speaker.
Oh, I thought it hit.
No, it did. I'm just
that
kidding.
One
that
didn't
one
hit a speaker. The first one hit a speaker.
And you know what? Not only did Jensen get to it, but it was an awesome set.
Yeah.
Had to redirect, get her footwork and framework set.
And now Arthurline Kwakwa will be the server. Some subs here as they get situated as well. Looks like, is it Leaf, I believe, still in, or maybe Sones has checked back in. Yep, it's Sones back in up front for the Tornadoes as they rotate around. Nice little serve there. Liner right over the net. Chance right there in front. Nothing there.
Good block.
Jensen bumps it back over to the back line. This is going to be tough for the Falcons. They stay with it and send it over but out. 14-5. It's all Tornadoes in set one.
Armstrong was going for the kill on that shot, and Anoka just got enough of it to deflect it to get some more time to react, and I think that still was Jensen again who did that.
Falcons, and Kwakwa serve into the net.
Libero back in.
Yeah, they clearly want to use Arthurline for those things and then send her out when the serve is done. Libero back in, as you mentioned. And now speaking of liberos, that's Fondau who will serve for Armstrong. Set up in front, Jensen. The jump set on the outside, and that's going to be hit out as Soane's going to try to knock it down. And it'll be a point for Anoka, 15-6.
She is getting some serious hops.
And they don't have a ton, they don't have a ton of height, as I talked with Coach Fenwick before the game. Looking at Soanes and Leaf to be factors. Need them to be. Unforced error that time as Samara Love not able to send it over.
Looked like that one just kind of came inside and crowded her. Tried to short arm it over.
It's a tough one to handle. Can't really do much with it because you're kind of caught between being aggressive and not, right? I mean, just between bumping it and another serve into the net.
They have to be serving about close to 10-15% right now.
I think we've only seen one get over the net so far, Joe. 16-7. And back on serve here once again is Gapinski. Up in front of the net. Sent back but kept alive. Blocked by Soanes up front and then sent down, and it's just out. Just out on the line. Soanes with the right idea. And I think if you're Coach Fenwick, you'll take that from her. He's talked about wanting to see that aggressiveness from the height they do have.
Yeah, she snapped that, and it would have been in, just needed to be over about a foot.
16-8. Chance in front. And once again, Soanes sends it. And look out, Fondau into the front row of the bleachers, able to protect that and save it. Good for her. They set Soanes once more. Not a great set from Jensen, but it gets over. Jensen stays with it. Now a high set.
Just enough just to disrupt.
There's a nice rally between the two sides, maybe the best one of the day for Armstrong, and they get the point.
I was just going to say that, probably the longest point thus far. And you can see back and forth and up front, you can see Anoka just trying to disrupt, even if they can't block, somehow get some hands up to deflect.
Oh, Soanes sent back. Nice work inside from Armstrong, among others, as they corral Soanes at the net. 16-10. First run of the day, and now they get a couple of serves over. It's amazing what happens when that happens, Joe.
And that was a nice serve, some good top spin. That ball was diving down towards the court, so Libero made a nice play, McNamara, to even dig that.
A run for Alex Jurek.
No more.
No more. But you can see just what a little 3-4 point run does. It changes the complexion of the set. We went from 16 to 6 to now all of a sudden it was 17-11.
Yep, and not necessarily even in the score, but how they move on that court. As soon as you start anticipating those negatives or the not making those serves.
Abby Leaf back on. McNamara's going to serve. McNamara looks on, waiting for the ref's official call, trying to get the sub squared away. There's our whistle, and here we go. McNamara serve. Another tough one for the Falcons. It's going to be a free ball maybe for Anoka, but it goes out of bounds instead. It's 18-11.
That serve has some velo on it. Looks like a pretty hard serve and pretty heavy, too.
And it's not a lot of frills to it, just a straight-ahead serve with a lot of mojo on it.
A little full throttle.
Trying to set up Leaf. Leaf just bumps it back over, and it'll work.
Location, 1911.
I thought you were just at your address. I thought you were naming. I thought, yes, continue, please. I'm sure the viewers at home would love to know. Timeout.
Just got stuck on that location. Hey.
You're like, I don't really care where I live as long as my house numbers are 1911.
So, Anoka's getting that jump.
Yeah, getting off and running, good idea, right? You lose, especially that 2-0 match. And we'll take a look at the standings, but they lose 2-0 in their last match to Rosemont. You got to get out and win a game early on. Here's a look at the Northwest Suburban Conference standings, and it's pretty darn top-heavy, isn't it?
Well, and you're looking at Rogers and Andover. They're playing tonight. Both impressive teams, and Andover's team has really elevated. Champlain Park, number 6 in the state, and Osseo as well. But it's a Blaine team that contend with in Maple Grove. So you can kind of see here, Anoka would like to pick up tonight's win. and start to. It's kind of like moving day in golf.
Yeah.
They want to make some moves and start getting some throws. I think there's 3 or 4 matches left after this one on the season.
And things really in the standings, it's pretty interesting how top-heavy it is. You got those 3 or 4 really strong teams there, and it really falls off pretty substantially in the middle to the bottom of this conference this year. It's been a real struggle for a lot of teams.
Yeah, I remember a couple of years ago, I think it was Steve Thompson and I were covering Rogers and Champlain Park in the section championship in 5A. And then they've joined that district as well, Northwest Suburban Conference. And boy, does that make it that much more competitive. You can see the serve. I'm telling you, that's a heavy serve.
Yeah, it's not a jump serve. There's no frills to it, but a lot of momentum coming out with that one. McNamara serve yet again, and another one to the deep line, and there's nothing there.
I remember when I would serve, they would say, it looks like a watermelon.
Yeah.
But I just couldn't get it over that net. But hers has some velocity, some speed, like you said, not necessarily knuckling, but boy, it's tough to get underneath and dig and get something good.
She is catching it with the palm of her hand perfectly, and they can't stop it. Allie McNamara is on a run. 22-11. Tornadoes doubling up the Falcons here in game number 1. So McNamara stays on serve. It has been a very impressive showing for Allie McNamara in this service game, and another one to the back line. And it feels like she could just do that all day. Chance there finally in the Falcons. No, it's a point for the Tornadoes. Just out on the near line.
23-11, and you can kind of just see.
I mean, we went from 16-11 to 23-11. And that's trouble. Wow. And we're already at set point.
She's on an 8-serve run.
You haven't even had time to go get a popcorn or anything
yet. I haven't. I walked by, and they just said, keep on walking. We'll get you later.
Oh, it's getting late early.
Jeff Nelson down there, and he's not contributing.
No, nothing. Finally, a serve that's answered back by Armstrong. Put back over and put away. Kenzie Taylor does the job there. Tornadoes get it done, 25-11 in set number 1. A really fantastic start for the Tornadoes. We've got the second set coming up after this on QCTV.
When I was growing up, my mom was extremely tidy. We were trained to put things back where we got them from. One day, when I walked into my mom's house, I felt like I walked to someone else's house. There was stuff everywhere. And just growing up the way I grew up, and to see this transition was very alarming.
When Sean talked to me, it was a wake-up call, and that's when I went to the doctor.
Well, Thomas, you've got prediabetes. But with more exercise and a change in diet, it can be reversed.
I've tried exercising. It just makes me hungry for bacon.
I love bacon, too. And who really likes to exercise?
Not me.
Me neither.
Nobody. So we're good?
What? Oh, you still have prediabetes. Big time.
What do you call a pig that knows karate? Pork chop. Did you hear about the pony with a sore throat? He was a little horse. Why couldn't the Wait, heard about the scarecrow who won an award? He was outstanding in his field.
I'll never forget the day our landlord called and said, read your lease. No pets allowed. My owner tells him my dog ate the lease, but that didn't work. And now I'm stuck in a shelter. But this pit bull is ready for a new crib. I'm loving, loyal, and play well with others. So don't be intimidated by all my muscles, because the biggest one I have is my heart. That's right, I said it.
we're back on QCTV and QCTV.org at the Anoka Fieldhouse. First set to the Tornadoes, Joe. Very, very impressive as you get a look at bleacher captain Sydney Meyer, who just led a big crowd fire-up session, and you can see she's still at it.
She is trying to get the fans up as they have been this whole first set, and a big win, 25-11 for the Tornadoes. Now, I'm sure she's going to have them up for the next couple of sets as well.
Kind of like seeing that. You know, it's one of those things. It's nice to see students really taking control of those things. I see our football crowds have been great here at Anoka the last few weeks. Of course, winning football tends to help with that as well. But nice to see that our fan support really growing in some of these sports like soccer and volleyball. It's fantastic.
And you like to see it. It's kind of one of those subtle leadership components where they get a chance to lead, but lead the right way, right?
Absolutely.
It's not about being over the top, but kind of leading with some great energy and some guiding the rest of the students properly. So
back to work go the Tornadoes here as they kill off the first point. Now quickly Jensen back to work. And it just feels like the Falcons are all over the yard trying to field these things. And it works this time. They're able to get away with it. But if you see, Joe, they are spread all over this floor.
Yeah, and, you know, sometimes you always want to be strategic in terms of how you're positioning. But right now they're trying to call out who should be where and figure those things out as the serve is coming sometimes.
They do get the jump serve in this time. Love sends it back over, and then finally Sones puts it away.
That was nice. Timely, good technique. Got on top of that ball, a good spin, and put it in the corner.
Chris Fenwick, head coach, had a lot of really good things to say about Izzy Sones before game time today, about just what her potential is and what she could do for this team.
Point for the Tornadoes.
And you can see it. For a team that is a little undersized, somebody like her would make just a huge difference in some of these games.
Oh, absolutely. And just keeping, you know, it's kind of like being a scorer in basketball, right? You got to have a short-term memory. You may have a good kill shot one time, but not the next. But you got to tee it up and get at it.
Keeping it alive, Tornadoes looking for a quick point. Just bumped over by Kenzie Taylor. Going to be trouble for the Falcons. That's 4 hits, yep. 4-1 Tornadoes here in set 2.
I think we should just put a camera on Sam Jensen and watch her move for each point. As she gets in position, they played that 5-1, and she's all over.
All over the court, yep. She's but in a really kind of controlled way. It's not chaos, right? She's like the Dr. Ian Malcolm of the volleyball team. Just works in chaos. We'll see if anybody gets that reference in the broadcast later tonight.
All right.
I got to stand over. I decided I have to stand over the students. Because now what's happening, Joe, is the students are eating Chick-fil-A in front of us, and they're cheering, and they're standing, and it's becoming too much. I can't focus.
So we need to self-manage, especially around that Chick-fil-A. Are they serving that in the concession stand?
They must be, is all I can think of.
Must be hidden underneath the popcorn.
Maybe so. But I hope you get a sauce with that, though. Otherwise, what's the whole point? Speaking of chaos, if there's no sauce, we might as well just forget about it. That's off the rafter, and that's going to be tough to deal with. It's not the lowest ceiling in the world, but there's a lot of things in this field house that you can bounce things off of.
The Tornado Shelter's where we're at here tonight, and
I like that.
Good.
Call it the shelter. I like that.
See if they have this. Look at there she is again.
They set Leaf in front this time, puts it away. Abby Leaf with a bit of a subtle move, nothing too aggressive there, but enough to do the job. 7-2 Tornadoes, and McNamara is just again back on serve, doing what she does. Allen clips the net. Trouble for the Falcons. They bump. Oh, just out. 8-2.
She has the ability to serve this game out. No pressure, but I'm telling you, she is in the zone.
Well, I don't want to jinx her. But I mean, she's like a Chevy in the winter right now. It just feels really automatic. That's long. And it's 9-2 Tornadoes here in set number 2 as they are in control yet again of the Falcons. Falcons 1-8 on the season. And another just beautiful serve by McNamara. Sent back. Abby Leaf once again for the Tornadoes.
There's been maybe 2 or 3 exchanges before these points end. I was thinking they would call a timeout. Robbinsdale Armstrong does just that, and they are down 10-2. They had been outscored in that first set on the season, 220 to 133.
All right, Joe, time to take a look at the Class 4A rankings. I know it says preseason, but we're long away from that. But that top 10 is pretty stout.
That it is. Wyzetta, they'll be solid, and they play, well, they're in Section 5A as well, so they'll contend with Champlain Park, who's number 6, probably competing at the highest level right now currently from the Northwest Suburban Conference. As you get a look at Egan, Eden Prairie, Shakopee, East Ridge as well, along with Northfield and St. Michael. Albertville, Rogers, who Andover is playing tonight, probably maybe a win away from moving in.
I was going to say, it's a pretty good record for a team that's not on that list.
You can kind of see that Temple. Robbinsdale Armstrong has not played a 5th set this year. And
that is long on a serve. Wow, finally a service error from Allie McNamara.
Too much Gatorade on that timeout.
Yeah, needed to clearly, I would have maybe held off one more break on that one.
A little too much juice, shall we say. So Robbinsdale Armstrong has been outscored 210 to 158 in the second.
And that's long.
Set.
I think we can point to that, Joe, is if you're looking where Armstrong is really scuffled, it's clearly in the service game. They just haven't been able to get anything going.
No, nothing more than 2 consecutive points they've had off of the serve.
And you can hide a lot of things. You can move, you can work around stuff if you can serve it over and keep things in play, but not the case right now. Into the game and on serve is Carmen Shimmick. McNamara, beautiful dig. That's off the flag, and that's not going to be handled. Beautiful job there by Allie Tanner on the far side. And it's 12-3.
Tell you, Sones is playing at such a great level tonight and the season.
Oh, man, in trouble in front. Not much there for Anoka Almstrom. And clearly, yeah, they're content to just work Leaf and Sones out of the middle. They're going to go Leaf now with Jensen and Tanner. Shimmick stays on serve. Chance in front. Dug up nicely, kept alive. Tanner again on the far side. Going to bump, keep it alive. Jensen a set. Tanner hits it over and a free ball for the Falcons. Can they take advantage? Almstrom, yes. 13-4. Falcons get a much-needed side out, and they will try it again. Just cleared the net on a nice serve that time. Sent back. Tanner blocked at the net, and the Falcons get a big one there, 13-5, as they need another sustained run.
They did. Almstrom looked a little surprised. I watched her after that serve. She covered her mouth as soon as she released it.
Like,
I think
yes,
she thought it was going to hit the net.
Well, it was a low liner, but it worked. And that worked, too. That's a tough serve. You can keep it right there, but a beautiful play by Jensen.
Seeing that whole court, right? That's like the quarterback on a football team. You got to keep your eyes, down the court, and she just kind of knew it from the back of her head that was going to be open.
Tanner now on serve. Serving from the center, sends it across. And that's long, just long, 15-5.
I would like a ball tracker. I'd love to be able to see the velocity on some of these serves.
Yeah, we need some advanced metrics. I agree with you, Joe.
A little chip inside there.
A little something, that would be nice, wouldn't it? We have it for everything else. That's just on the line. That's good. They got a big point there. From the back line. I don't know how that thing was like I think had some weird spin on it or whatever, but that was a hard one to get in. I can't believe it stayed in. It just clipped the back line from Almstrom. Tough one at the net. Sent back. Nice job in front from Ferguson. And that's the jump ball that Anoka doesn't like to get into. When they don't have that size in front and it's somebody like Jensen going against a player like Ferguson, that's an advantage for Armstrong. 15-7. Jensen, the set. Puts it down and away from Samara Love.
That was a power kill. Wow. She got all of it.
And picture perfect, too. Really a tailor-made one.
Great technique.
16-7. And Arthurline Kwakwa back in for serve. And a missile. Ferguson bumps it over. Chance to set. Low set for Love, but she's going to make it work.
Well, you got to have such focus on that back line when you have a serve coming over, whistling over the net, and just looking like it's going to hit the net. You just have to stay with it, just like that. Wow, nice dig.
And another good serve, and this is going to be a tough one. They'll just have to hit it over, and a free ball for the Tornadoes once again. They set Sones. Sent back. They're going to set her again. Nope, they go far side. Love, and she's into the net. 17-8. And Armstrong will take it any way they can get it right now, Joe.
They will. Daly here has been having some success, at least on the serve. She did in that first set.
Kind of a modified jump serve gets over. Tanner bumps it back, and a chance again for the Falcons in front with Ferguson, and nicely done.
Daly was the server that put at least 2 points together during her service in that first set.
You don't want to panic here if you're the Falcons. You'd like to just try to chip away if you can. Daly needs a long service game, but just as we say it, into the net and another service error.
And that's what you have to do. You're right, Tim. Chip away. Not look at it like we got to go on a 10-point rally here. Let's chip away 2-3 at a time.
Key is trying to get quick kills. Trying to keep a long service game from happening, and they do. They get the quick kill right there. 18-10. And down 8, they go back on serve with Alex Jurek. Jurek serves on the far side. Bump in front, Tanner. Love hits it over. In there in front, and that's going to get sent back to McNamara on the back line. Love again. They're setting for Samara Love in this game.
They are. Good reps. The line's coming over the block, and you can see where Sona is. She is. They're trying to set up for that block, and wherever Sones is and trying to track her, so that's leaving Love with a clear path.
Kapinski on serve. And that's going to be a little miscommunication in front. Just putting a tough spot for Armstrong there, 20-10. Kapinski stays on serve. Kapinski a factor in last week's Powder Puff game, just for the record.
Tell me about
very
that.
much so. A lot of actually a lot of players from this game were in that Powder Puff match last week.
I understand that's how they lost Brunner.
We had, you know, it's too bad because it was really a successful event, and we hadn't had a lot of injuries, bumps, bruises, and then we take one late in the game, late in the whole session, which is unfortunate. It's the nature of athletics like that.
Was it a running play, passing
I think
play?
it was some sort of running play. It was on the other side of the field. And it was just too bad. Other than that, we came away fairly unscathed in that event. Good chance there for the Tornadoes. It's Jensen. 21-11. I would say after not having one last year, though, they would call it a rousing success.
Sounds like there are a lot of people looking forward to it, and we were at the soccer game on Tuesday.
It was a pretty big crowd, actually. And a lot of fun.
Tough to see this serve coming to you at 21-11.
And that's long. And that's the thing you see with Armstrong right now is just, first of all, it just feels like there's a little lack of cohesion, but just a lot of unforced errors. A lot of stuff like that seems to be really doing them in. McNamara again. Oh, just got the lucky roll. In basketball,
momentum.
You call that the shooter's roll in basketball.
That thing got to the net and like crawled its way over. There it is. Nice.
23-11. Everything rolling the Tornadoes' way again. Blocked at the net. They try again. It's Armstrong. And she'll land it in the Bermuda Triangle there where there was nobody for the Tornadoes.
There was a gap that she took advantage of.
So 23-12. All Tornadoes here in set 2 after winning set 1 rather convincingly. 25-11, now 23-12. Let's see what we do here. Can't put it away, and now a little free look for Armstrong. It's Armstrong again on the near side, can't finish. Set up top and a miss from Abby Benson.
She looked just a little tired before she opened up on that one. Just that open hand kind of dropped down. And
yeah, Benson didn't seem super comfortable with that one either. Hated it, though. She was certainly talking to herself at the end of that. Long on the serve. 24-13. We are at set point number 2. Set point number 1 in set 2. That's long and out. 24-14.
Okay, let's see what they can do.
Well, now you need a 10-point rally. Can't chip away now.
He can't, and she's put a couple of nice serves in coming up here for Robbinsdale Armstrong. Some good ones on that left side, but she switched locations and went to the middle.
And missed it into the net. Unforced error, another service error for the Falcons, and that takes care of set number 2. Tornadoes win that one, and they're going to look to close it out in the next game if they can do it. 25-14 in the second set. Third set coming up after this.
When I first saw Turtle, my heart was full. Now anything but lonely.
We have this deep connection, this heart connection.
He just wants to be close to you and part of your life.
Every day with Turtle is a perfect day.
When I'm holding her, it makes me feel calmer.
I think everything he does shows how much he loves us.
When we adopt a shelter pet, we discover they're a little bit of a lot of things.
But they're all pure love.
Standard, precise, no margin for error.
Dare to forget that. Dare to have fun with it. Get weird with it. Dare to send those old STEM theories flying past the neighbor's house into outer space. Dare to program something internet-breaking, record-breaking. Dare to blow their minds. Dare to learn the difference between sedimentary and metamorphic rock. Go find those rocks. Dare to keep daring. Dare to STEM. Check out She Can STEM to get started.
Eva Marie smoked 12,000 packs of cigarettes over 15 years. She quit, and now there's a new lung cancer screening that could save her life. You stopped smoking. Now start screening. No matter how much you smoked, early detection could save you. Talk to your doctor or learn more at savedbythescan.org.
If you love them enough to drive an hour to cheer them on as they get beat 11-0 in the rain, then surely you'll check NHTSA.gov/the right seat to make sure they're correctly buckled in the back seat.
Roll that ball, Diane. Woo! You got this.
All right. Welcome back everybody to the Anoka Fieldhouse. Tim Anderson, Mr. Joe Ruland here with you on QCTV and QCTV.org. Tornadoes rolling in the first 2 sets, taking things 25-11 and 25-14. And we get started here with set number 3 with a service error for the Tornadoes, giving the early advantage to the Armstrong Falcons. 1-0 Falcons. Spectators standing once again, and here we go. And we, just get it over the net this time. And it's going to be a lift called on the Tornadoes. 2-0, Armstrong jumps out early here in set number 3. On serve yet again, Megan Daly. Daly serves it to the back line of the Tornadoes. Not much they can do with it. Taylor has to hit it over. Chance in front. It's out. Looking for a deflection. Falcons want a deflection. They don't get it. Everybody looked over at the ref that time for a deflection on the Armstrong side. Did not get it. And it's going to be a side out for the Tornadoes, down 2-1 early.
Tornadoes in that first set, 7 kills and 4 aces. Meanwhile, in the second set, 5 kills and 2 aces.
That one's going to be killed once again by the Falcons as they take the 3-1 lead. Maybe that's a big thing for Armstrong here in set 3, Joe. If you can get out early, get a little lead, get some momentum, could do wonders. Serve gets over. There's trouble here. Gapinski's got to run it down. And McNamara and Sones couldn't communicate. 4-1 Falcons, and a great start for Armstrong.
Yep, you're right. Hey, it's got to be just bits. Progress. Target progress. If you're Robbinsdale Armstrong.
Kapinski wasn't sure whether to bump or set that, and it does get over. Free ball here for Armstrong, and they're playing with some confidence right now as Peterson at the net. Or Ferguson, I should say. Kylie Ferguson at the net puts it away.
She has been the most effective person up front here tonight, and she reached back for that one.
Trying to set up some opportunities for it for sure. They stay on serve. It's Jurek, another good one. And that one's finally killed by Izzy Sones. But it is amazing what happens when you get it over.
And you could just tell it propels, things get rolling. You get some moxie. It's key to get that serve back for Anoka. Down by 3.
That should be the name of your fragrance line, Moxie.
Oh, yes.
I like that. Get Moxie from Joe.
1-0 and Joe, 1-0 and Moxie, by the way.
I like that. There you go. McNamara on serve, sent back from whence it came from Abby Leaf up front. Now serving 3-5 here in the third set. McNamara, who has been just lights out from the back line tonight.
That ball's got to feel like a bowling ball you're trying to return back if you're Robbinsdale Armstrong on this serve.
Boy, that's a beautiful little sinker ball there. Excuse me, good luck with that.
Yeah.
Take a look at that serve, and that thing just dropped off the table. That one could have gone out, but they played it on the back line. McNamara bumps and then just set over by Tanner. Ferguson finds an opening. Falcons lead 6-4 here in set number 3.
Let's see if Ferguson can get things going. She's done well on the front line.
Service has been the challenge for the Falcons. And it's in. That's an ace.
That is the corner. Beautiful.
That is a well-placed shot.
That ball just took a dive at the end. Yep.
And they let it go back there, hoping it would go long. It just came in. That one they do play.
That was an exact same spot.
The answer on the back line. No, Coach Mike Hauser hates it. Hates that call, said it was long. But it looked close. I think that was right on the line. And that was ruled right on the line, and the line judge not going to look at Coach Hauser after that one. Can't say that I blame him.
That is, there's a lot of activity on that back line, I'll tell you. It's a tough job.
And that's a close one. No, it's a nice play to side it out right there for the Falcons, and they're playing with a lot more confidence in this third set. And they're serving better. Everything's kind of working a little smoother.
Yeah, now they're not just getting a serve and done. They're getting 2 points, maybe 3, and kind of getting into a flow. And then it's a lot easier when you're on the attack versus trying to defend.
And that's long on the serve.
Newman
And it forces, I mean, at least it's forcing Anoka to play some defensive volleyball for really the first time all match.
Absolutely.
Here's Tanner on serve. Allie Tanner setting in front, sent back. And by Leaf, Abby Leaf. They called, nope, they're going to give it to Armstrong over the net. I think they're maybe having on Leaf, who hates it. Wanting some clarification on the call here. Ref's going to say no, point good for the Falcons. They have the serve at 9-6, and now we're going to get a clarification. We have Jeopardy music playing in the background.
I know, I heard that. That is, how will they say this response?
As you can see,
What is?
I like the Armstrong Falcons dancing to the Jeopardy music. Just proof that the kids will dance to literally anything. You can put anything on. Doesn't matter what you put on. They'll dance to it. It doesn't matter. You could put on like some of your opera music that I know you listen to and you like to kind of get mellow.
Yep. Well, Don't Cry for Me, Argentina.
Sure. Little Evita. Yeah. They would dance to that. And this conference is going on for quite a while here. Interesting dialogue. This is where we need a mic.
Oh, I think so. And, you know, a net tracker or something.
Sure. No, they're going to reverse it and give it to the Tornadoes. So they talk about it, and now Mike Hauser needs a clarification on the rule. So they reverse the call. They give it to the Tornadoes after they originally gave it to the Tornadoes, then switched it to the Falcons. Now give it back to Anoka after a long conference. Coach Mike Hauser not thrilled. And boy, heated. And now Coach Fenwick, his blood pressure never gets above 46. Gets to get his clarification that he was looking for. And as you can see, he's very perplexed about it. Very upset. Wow, just enraged. Enraged was Coach Fenwick. Incensed. Incensed, I say.
Bottom line, over the top.
And we're all settled. It's 8-7. So Tornadoes get the point. They get the serve back, and now they're only down 1. That's a big swing.
6-9 it would have been for Robbinsdale Armstrong.
Big dive right there by Tanner to keep it alive. They set up Love on the outside, and they're going to get it. Samara Love puts it away.
8-8, that may be the tipping point, though, of the game with that decision.
We got fans showing up to the game, giving us love, which is awesome. I love it. That's so good. People showing up, having fun at the game, Joe. I love it. 9-8 now. Here come the Tornadoes.
Well, in those last 2 points, Robbinsdale Armstrong had gone back to looking a little scattered like they had those first 2 sets. But the beginning, they were kind of in command. They knew they were playing more confident.
You wonder if a couple of points that go against them maybe rattle their cage, but a nice kill right there, just as we say it, to get it to 9-9.
They reciprocate with that point, and we're knotted up at 9 apiece.
You think about how different it is, though, if that point goes for them and they're serving at 9-6 versus, 8-7 the other way. Now we're square at 9, and that's going into the front row of the student section. 10-9 in favor of Armstrong here in set 3.
Well, Armstrong, when she serves right there, sometimes she goes more over to the middle, and she serves more to this left side. She has a lot of success.
Hits it right at McNamara. She just has to hit it over. They set Love. Sent back! Armstrong playing with a lot more confidence. 11-9 Falcons, and they stay on serve with Armstrong.
Senior putting together a couple of nice serves, tries for her third.
That's a bad one.
Yep, that's the location where she has the most success.
fired that one at Abby Leaf, and it was like she wasn't quite ready for it. And it's 12-9, a great little service game from Armstrong, giving the Falcons a 3-point lead. Their largest of the match. Leaf. They keep it. McNamara keeps it alive. Jensen sets Love. It's up for grabs. Love sends it back. And they get it. Nothing about that was pretty, but it works.
But if you could just see, Armstrong that time was just off the line when she served, and it was tough for Anoka that those shots down the line, those service. They had some problems with it, but they were able to respond on that serve.
Nice serve from Arthur Line Kwakwa. She gets one across, and it's 12-11 now. Tornadoes, who've been on the defensive here this whole set, starting to try to square it once again here and see if they can pull away. Another good serve. Falcons. Long. Tied at 12.
Well, they've come back from that 3-point deficit, have the Tornadoes. They would have been down 3 at 9-6 until the ruling at the net was overruled. But again, Robbinsdale had avenged that and came back.
Knocked down and killed right there for the Armstrong Falcons. 13-12 as they jump back on serve with Fondau. Madison Fondau, the libero, will serve on the back line. It's a pink out in the student section tonight for the theme of pink this evening.
See?
Nice to see that. They set Sones. And if Izzy Sones can rear back and fire like that, it's going to be hard to stop it.
We haven't heard any music from Pink tonight, from Taylor or anyone else.
We certainly have. Well, he's been messing with things all day, as you know. We did the Top Gun. I think he...
Oh, yeah, and with the volleyball thing, I know they were talking about a documentary about that.
That would be a horrible idea. That's terrible.
A docuseries.
Well, it got heated with Mav and Goose. But don't get him started. I think they were shooting for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Something that happened at the net. Here we go.
Love. Deflected at the net. Ferguson. Long.
That one's got a little farther back, and she had to reach. Instead, when she reaches back, usually for that kill shot, that momentum is coming forward.
Yeah, never going to hit it down, right, Joe? It's always going to have more air on it.
Coming from underneath.
Right on cue. Chance there for Love. Ferguson. The bump, and it works. It's good. Point for Armstrong, and they square it at 14 in what has been far and away the most competitive of the 3 sets so far.
It is. Let's see if Armstrong can create a gap here, some sort of spacing in this third set.
14 apiece. We play on in the third set. Serve. Good one, too. Right at McNamara. She dives to keep it alive. Sent over Kenzie Taylor. And out. Armstrong too far back, you think, right, Joe?
Yep, too far back and too far under. Just not able to get the top spin on it. Move it that way. So it sailed 15-14, and another service opportunity here for Anoka.
Kapinski. Ferguson trying to put it away for Armstrong, kept alive. Far side. Fondau keeps it. Ferguson bumps it over. Free ball for the Tornadoes. Not much for Taylor. Sent back. Taylor keeps it alive. And out. Unforced error by the Tornadoes that time. Just when we said, I was just going to say, like, it feels like they've thrown a lot of haymakers, have the Falcons in this third set, and yet here we were at 15-15.
They have, but you know, it's that thing about getting back up, not being afraid of failure, and just getting back out and ready for that next shot.
There's one right up in the front from Sones. 16-15. And here comes Leaf. Leaf on. Libero McNamara serves. And this is usually when things have gone off the rails for the Falcons. We'll see if they can fight through a McNamara service game. And they can.
They did. That was her shortest stint serving here tonight.
Big one there. Problem now is that they bring Ferguson, who might be their best net player, back on the service line. Sideways serve and a little spin takes it out of bounds. Back 17-16 in a back and forth third set.
That it is.
It's Shimmick. Carmen Shimmick will serve.
Huh.
She played in set 2 a little bit. Got one service game in. Set it in front. Deflected, and it's going to be a point for the Falcons. So now we're just trading side outs here.
Reciprocating points, and now there's a chance here for Armstrong to put some serves together.
Well,
she's going to tie her shoe together.
Yeah, why not? And take a second, get a breather here.
Maybe
like
that might be. You have to check now to make sure they're not getting a spin rate on that serve.
A little substance on there. Are you suggesting
a little
chicanery?
extra spin rate off that shoestring?
Well, it didn't work there.
Too much spin rate.
Yeah, maybe too much spin rate. Suggesting chicanery from Aviana Pechanovsky.
Just speculation. She'll head to the bench.
Coming in for that service game, and right back down is Pechanovsky, and now here comes Allie Tanner. Good serve. Good serve, 19-17. Tornadoes been kind of waiting for this opportunity all game to try to get a 2-point lead in this set. Finally have it at 19-17. Tanner, another beauty.
Did you see that? That ball just fell, the bottom just fell out of it.
That was awesome.
If you get another
Tanner.
look at that, you could see it from this angle. I mean, that thing was like a 12-6 breaking pitch. It just fell off the table.
Timeout taken. 20-17. Let's take another look at this one from a really great camera angle here. I love this. Yeah, that's pretty darn good right there. Gonna have a tough time with that.
It's like it hit some air pressure and just dropped. So impressive, and hey, up 3. Now you see if we send Robbinsdale scrambling.
Let's take a look at what's happening coming up for both teams. Armstrong's got some games left this season, trying to get some momentum, Joe, here, starting with Spring Lake Park, and then a Coon Rapids team that's still looking for a win.
And then they're at Washburn, followed ending the season at Park Center on the 14th.
Tornadoes, on the other hand, will play Coon Rapids shortly, and then at Park Center, and then good luck to you. You get to go finish the season at Champlain Park. Congratulations.
You get to sharpen the tools and get ready for section play against Champlain Park.
You believe we're already there, though, Joe? Like within the next week or so?
Hey, soccer is just about done.
Chance here off the serve, and it's long. So Tanner having the service game now for the Tornadoes. 21-17, 4 points from the match.
Yeah, she's been extremely impressive.
Yeah, Tanner's brought some heat on the serve as well. This will be another tough one in front, maybe a free ball. Nope, the Armstrong Falcons get one through the trees at the center line and able to get a big kill.
Number 8, just enough to tip and redirect it.
Anoka Armstrong, who's back on serve yet again. Jump serve. Just got it over the net, and it was a good serve. Chance here for the Tornadoes. She's long.
That one looked like she kind of got it a little flat on the hand, and it floated on her.
Trying to hit it 278 miles an hour, too. Armstrong again. Another good serve to the back line. Jensen set far side for Love. Coming back for a chance at point, and the Falcons get one right there. Nicely done from Armstrong. Number 12, Alex Jurek, comes in and gets a big point, 21-20.
Good timeout here. Good timeout for Anoka. And you can see that they put Leaf on that side to get these serves that are coming from Ahlstrom. They move her over down that line, and I'll tell you, those have been 2 tough serves. They didn't get the points either, but the serves, Leafs did a great job of digging those out.
Take a look at the upcoming schedule for QCTV games. A lot of TBD stuff, too, coming up after this schedule. So this is what we know for sure. Champlin Park STMA coming up this Friday. Anoka Champlin Park Volleyball on the 14th. Football, Totino Grace Champlin Park. And then volleyball on the 19th at Andover, to be determined on the opponent. Section time coming up, too. We're going to have plenty of section coverage here on all sports. And we just hope you stick right there as we start to see what those brackets and pairings look like. I'm sure some of us will be making some appearances around these areas.
TBD, ASAP, RESPECT.
You had that one in your pocket. You had that one in your pocket.
That's always a default when I go into acronyms.
And they played it. I thought that was going to go out too.
She switched serves this time. Didn't go down the line where Leaf was located. She went right down the middle.
Now 21 all now.
It's all blackjack.
21 apiece. Armstrong stays serving for the Falcons. That service game been much improved here by Armstrong in this 3rd set. And Love has trouble with it. And a lead for the Falcons late, 22-21.
That last return, again, nice return. That was Tanner, I believe, or Leaf. Let's take a look here, because I'm guessing she's going the same way.
And into the net. Armstrong. And they've had very, very few service errors in this game, but that was a big one there, because it's now 22-22. And you get Arthur Line Kwakwa in to serve on the back line.
Hey, I don't mean to get into analytics, but you get to 23, and that's like a 95% success rate of winning.
And that's on the just out.
Oh, my.
Just out on the back line. Close. Very close, at least from this vantage point.
So let's see if the Joe Analytics will hold still. 23, the first team to 23 usually wins 95% of the matches.
We'll see. I'm not sure Falvey and Levine are calling you anytime soon. Serve good. They set up. Cross court and into the net goes Sones. And that was usually money, but now it's set point for the Falcons. Just like that. Maybe you're right. Timeout.
Now let's see the juice this could generate with a win. Big time. And
well, now you got to get on a run here because everything is set point. Armstrong has a couple of set points. We were tied at 22. Armstrong had the lead much of the early part of this game. Still dancing in the huddle.
They are, and look pretty loose.
It's a pretty loose bunch.
Who's coming out for this serve? Coming back at it, number 7.
That is Fondau, the libero. Big point coming up, set points, 2 of them for the Armstrong Falcons.
This to take it to a 4th set.
Fondau serve. It's good. They set Love. Love has it sent back and out of bounds, and a big point for the Tornadoes. And they stay alive at 24-23. And Sam Jensen gets a serve. They sub out quick. Kenzie Taylor back in. Safe serve. Mess battled on the net. Armstrong sends it over. Love again. Trouble in front. Ferguson bumped, kept alive. Sones hits it over and gets the point. On an unforced error from the Falcons, we're tied at 24.
Yeah, just at the last minute before she made contact, she kind of looked up like she was distracted or somebody else was coming towards her, so 24.
Like she was expecting something else, and then a pretty good serve from Jensen. Sent back, McNamara keeps it alive. They go to Love again into the net. Well, they're giving Samara Love a lot of plays. They're trying to take advantage of that outside. We're back to another set point. Set point for Megan Daly, the junior. And it's out. 25 apiece.
And look who's coming to serve.
Looks like it might be McNamara's turn on. Nope, it's Kapinski's turn on the service line.
Both of which have had a lot of success tonight.
Good third set here at Anoka. Can Armstrong hang back in? Ferguson in front. Great job keeping it alive by Taylor, but then nobody communicates. Another set point coming up for Armstrong. Bah! If you're Anoka.
Taylor, I think, was just trying to clear that area, and I think somebody thought she was going to take that ball.
I think you're right. Serve, good one too. Kapinski digs it. Sones. Ferguson, they keep it alive. Kapinski, who's going to hit it over? Blocked at the net. Whistle first. Yep, over. That's going to be a point.
That's a set.
And that's going to be a set for the Armstrong Falcons. They keep it alive and they win it 27-25. We're going to play a fourth set here at Anoka, and we will do it after this on QCTV.
If you love them enough to drive an hour to cheer them on as they get beat 11-0 in the rain, then surely you'll check NHTSA.gov/the-right seat to make sure they're correctly buckled in the back seat.
Throw that ball, Diane. Woo! You got this.
Jason, let's go see your room.
Okay, Dad. 1, 2, 3. You saved me. Dad?
Are you okay?
I'm fine, dear.
Your hero needs you now, and AARP is here to help. Find the care guides you need at aarp.org/caregiving.
What are you doing in there?
What's that?
I wouldn't do that. What are you doing? What are you looking for?
All right, back at it again for the fourth set here at Anoka Fieldhouse. 2-1 in favor of the Tornadoes. Tim Anderson, Mr. Joe Ruland here with you, and Anoka maybe just looked a little content or flat in that third set. Didn't quite have the same juice that they had the first two, and the Armstrong took advantage.
Well, what helps with that generating that juice is success with the serve, and you saw that from Robbinsdale Armstrong in that third set. It was back and forth, and they would have been down. They've been up 9-6 if not for that little mini controversy or discussion at the net, and then it gave Anoka a spark, and they came back. But then it was a heavyweight battle. Back came Robbinsdale Armstrong to tie it up, and Armstrong got to 23 first.
Yeah, they did.
Do I need to say any more?
It held. You're absolutely right. I thought you'd be proven wrong, but it did not happen. So now the bleacher crew here at Anoka going to try to rally the kids one more time and see if they can end this thing in 4 sets after really dominating the first two. They won 25-11, 25-14 before dropping set 3, 27-25. We are ready to begin. Armstrong trying to get aligned.
I was trying to get an update, too, on that Wyzetta. I'm in a Taka match because I have Wyzetta #1, but they have one of their largest winning streaks.
They decided to watch the Yankees-Red Sox, though. They weren't as interested. They weren't interested in getting scores out. They said, we'll talk about it later. Got more important things to do. First serve from Daly. It didn't look the prettiest, but it was effective. It got over. Sones in front, rejected back and out of bounds. 1-zip Anoka.
I wasn't sure if Daly just messed up the footwork a little bit, but she stopped right before that service line. And then it was like you said, a whole different motion.
Looked like an awkward bowler for a minute there, but it worked.
That was...
McNamara sends it back. Chance again for Armstrong to kill it. Haven't done it yet. Sent over by Abby Benson. And nope, we get a whistle first. And what is the call from the official? They're going to give a point to Anoka. And that has the Armstrong fans kind of wondering. But the call made, 2-0 Anoka. They stay on serve with Jensen. Firing it to the back left corner. Sent in again, and once again, Benson rejected.
Well, let's see. Just curious to see if Anoka can get out front early.
Yep.
How much energy Robbinsdale Armstrong will have. Chance.
Free ball here for Armstrong. They're going to get it. 2-2.
You could just see Anoka on that point. They finally got it over and they exhaled, but when they exhaled, they stepped back and created a huge gap.
Correct. And you're right about getting behind here if you're Armstrong. What worked is that they stayed in that third set. Didn't fall behind, didn't have to chase.
They didn't have to chase large deficits at all. Maybe 2 points or 3 at one point.
Sent back by Sones. Yeah, you really thought when Anoka had the 3-point lead in that third set that was going to be it, but you credit Armstrong for hanging in. And now if you're Anoka, you're thinking to yourself, man, we just got to put this team away here.
Yes.
Kapinski comes in on serve.
And what position did Kapinski play last night in that power? Was it last night or last week?
Last week, yeah. I want to say she was a running back. I called her name a lot. I felt like she carried the ball a lot, is all I can think of.
Nice. And you were doing a public address?
I was.
Signed. Well played.
A lot of fun to be there.
Well played.
Armstrong long again. Point for Anoka.
Okay, here's one of those runs. If they can collect 3 on the service point, maybe 4.
High moonball serve, and it works. Gets Armstrong a little flustered and moving around. They're going to set again for Tanner. That one just gets over. And again, a free ball for Anoka. Jensen setting Taylor. A little surprised they don't set for Sones a little more. In front, Sones blocks. You just feel like there's not a matchup for her at the front of the net.
Right, you do not. And that time, could tell that maybe a distraction there as number 4 went up, try to send it over, but just felt like she was distracted by the traffic on the other side of the net.
They're going to get a lift there, I do believe. 2 hits, nope, double hit on Armstrong. 7-2 on a Gapinski run now.
Yep. See what she's doing. She's putting the serves all over the court, not one particular location.
And mixing up the pace, too. That's another really good one. 8-2. Spreading it out in a timeout taken by Armstrong.
I was just going to say, I'll bet they'll take a timeout, if not this one, the next one. And they cannot allow too big of a gap. And this is a Robbinsdale Armstrong team that has not had a 5th set all season.
And they're not built to come from behind like this. They don't have that kind of firepower. I think it worked in that 3rd set when they were able to sort of dictate things, Joe, right?
Correct. Absolutely. And let's just see what kind of their mindset. They were dancing a lot at the end of that third set in that big win, but
take a look at that last serve.
But it wasn't just that one spot. She has sprayed it all over the court, sharing the wealth and forcing them to talk and communicate. And when you're a team that's kind of chasing, that's tough to have a talker and somebody trying to know where you need to be consistently when that serve isn't in that consistent spot.
What I liked about that, too, is it looked like she was going to serve to the left, and the thing went right.
Mm-hmm.
Hit a fade.
Yes.
Aim for a draw, hit a fade. That's what I like to do. Double cross.
Nice, very.
Of course, hers was intentional. Mine is totally accidental. McNamara just digs everything from the back. Ferguson again, can't put it away. Gapinski. The set from Jensen. Tanner kept alive by the Falcons. Kenzie Taylor is there. Jensen another set for Tanner again. One more chance, and that one's going to get in. Deflected at the net, but finally Armstrong's able to put it away. And a big kill for the Falcons, 8-3.
Ferguson goes back for the serve. Trying to see what changes they did make after that timeout. It might have been just to give them a break.
Once again, the dig from McNamara. Sones again. Chance again. Oh, what a nice job of keeping that alive, and they can't do it there. 8-4. Good effort from the Tornadoes, but not able to get one back over the net. Good serve that time from Ferguson.
And Jensen came up with a nice dig to keep it alive. That was some sort of force coming over on that kill shot by Robbinsdale Armstrong.
Tanner. Now they've been doing a lot of setting for Tanner on the far side. Sones puts that one away. 9-4. Here comes Leaf.
Sophomore Leaf jumps back in, and potential serve run here.
Seniors and sophomores and one junior make up the lion's share of this varsity roster for the Tornadoes. Leaf again. And knocked down in front. 10-4. Well, you like that group for sophomores. Allie Tanner, a sophomore. Abby Leaf, a sophomore.
They gave that point to Robbinsdale Armstrong.
They did.
For 9-5.
Oh, they must have got into the net. Missed that call. Because everything looked good. They were celebrating. Far side Tanner. And that's long.
And I'll tell you, Robbinsdale Armstrong has gotten over that brutal serving that they experienced in those first two sets.
Especially that first set was really tough to watch. They have served a lot better. You're right. That's long,
right
just
on my
as
call.
right on cue. But what it has done, though, is it's forced the Tornadoes to really have to play more defensive. They couldn't operate from these free gift points. And
Correct.
You've seen some of the holes in the Tornadoes game from that point.
Absolutely. Here's somebody who put a little run together for the last set. Chance to win.
Another sophomore, Carmen Shimmick. That's out. Yeah, you should never say anything nice about them before they serve, Joe. It seems to be the curse.
Here she comes, having an outstanding season.
Almstrom. Yeah, Almstrom has really played well. Really been the catalyst of this third set as he tries to jinx another server.
Fabulous down the line serves.
You're despicable. I told you, don't say anything during the serve. How about that?
Well done. Well done. I'll go get that popcorn.
While you're at it, a Gatorade would be lovely. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. Another serve. This one's from the other sophomore, Tanner, we've been talking about. Ooh, that's up for grabs. Pumped over.
Nice transition point, even though it was just over to save it.
Sent back again, and a point for Anoka.
I am one who will always say you just never know what's going to trigger momentum. And that point, even though they just struggled and just had to survive to get it over, it created some great results for Anoka.
Keeping them at arm's length here in this fourth set. 12-7 Tornadoes lead. Kept alive, Jensen. Not much they can do there. They just got to hit it over. That was Benson. They set it up again, and they try to work the line. Can't do it. Jensen again. It's Leaf. Jumped a little too early, but got away with it.
Well, they not only worked the line, that ball walked the line down the net for about 3-4 feet.
It really did hug the net that time, for sure. Tanner stays on serve in a 13-7 and a howitzer.
Yeah.
And trouble for the Falcons, 14-7.
I'll tell you, her serve has an attitude. Watch this. I really enjoy watching this serve. That just rockets. Jeez.
Another one that's just, that's way to the back line that time.
And of course, I will not be saying anything more the rest of this.
No, you just have to say, you need to be very Joe Friday like. Yeah, be just the facts on the serve. Nobody gets that reference either, but that's all right. I work all these old references when I do games with you and Steve. Those are my rules. Nice job by Benson that time to kill it. Abby Benson.
Well, let's see what Robbinsdale Armstrong has left, or if this 7-point deficit.
Well, this is interesting. They're going to let Leaf serve with Sones. They have not had those two in at the same time much in this game at all. Chance by Ferguson, kept alive off the net, and they're not able to save it. 15-9. And quickly Leaf back out after the service game. So they would not put those two on the court at the same time.
Armstrong brings a little height to that front line, bringing in number 6.
Madison Osti back into the game.
Wow.
Sones puts that away.
She punished that one. She climbed the ladder and just punished that kill shot.
16-9, back to Sam Jensen to serve.
I will tell you, 2-3 points on this serve.
And that's going to miss.
See, I was going to finish saying, and I stopped. I remembered I was saying something positive during self-management. Just stop.
You just got to make up random facts that aren't true. Maybe that'll be the case.
Right now, they're at a 95% win rate with an 18-9.
There you go.
They got the 18 first.
Yep. Sam Jensen's favorite books are Nancy Drew novels. I don't even know if that's true, but let's just go with it. 19-9. Or nope, that one went long. 18-10 as it missed wide on the outside. Back to serve is Alex Jurek. Jurek for the Falcons. Jensen sets Sones and they put it away.
When she has time to wind up and bring that thing from the west, wow, what power she generates.
We've been kind of waiting for that set, waiting for them to really get a set piece for Sones in front. Hasn't really happened. They've been setting to the outside.
Oh, wow.
Can't keep it alive. Look out.
Yep. Good effort, not a lack of that thereof.
Jensen diving all over the place for this one. Take a look. Look out. 19-11.
Looks like Taylor diving for popcorn sometimes.
And that's long. Now those service are starting to come back for Armstrong a bit. 20-11 as we quickly get a side out.
Well, Armstrong just did a good job, and the Falcons have just making Anoka feel uncomfortable in that third set. They just couldn't get into a cadence.
Trying for the quick kill, can't get it, and it's Leaf in front with the rejection. Crowd helping us out. How many points we have left to get here for the Tornadoes? 21-11.
Well, all you need is 23.
Because that, according to your math.
Oh,
exactly.
Well, that's the close up.
Little slower serve from McNamara that time. And Fondow sends it over. Leaf tried to send it back. It's rejected up front. It's off the pillar. That's going to be a tough one.
She hit it high. She was waiting for one of her teammates to come over and take a swat. And that lonely feeling as that ball drops right in front of you and you can't do anything
anybody. Osti appears to take the serve into the net again. Goodness. 22-12. So on serve, Kenzie Taylor. 3 away from the match. Match point. Taylor on serve.
She's been adequate.
And it's going to work. See, that's all we needed right there.
Adequacy.
25-12. The Tornadoes take game 4. End the match. 3 sets to 1. They get their 6th win of the season. The crowd loves it. Students celebrate like they just won the national championship. But that's how we do it here, apparently, at Anoka Fieldhouse. A very fun night of volleyball indeed here on QCTV. We are glad that you joined us for it. Joe, nice job tonight.
Hey, you as well. It's great to see you get the field of that win for Anoka. A lot of contributors. And I'll tell you, a nice big win, and it went to 4 sets.
So that'll do it here for us tonight on QCTV and QCTV.org. I want to thank all of the folks who do all the hard work. Mike, Taylor, Billy, you name it. Everybody